Only one person. Who is there? Oh, two people now. Who's there? Where the hell is the super chat? Not super chat. Where is the shots? Nidal Maffy. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm gonna look. Hey people. Can I just wait a little bit more until I have more people around? Just wait a little bit more until I have more people around before I show you this one. So as you can see, this is a F series. I don't know how the sound is in there, guys. I will explain you what the problem is in no time. I don't know how the sound is. I'm in an area with the network is not very good around here, so I don't know how the quality, how everything is. Can someone please tell me how the quality is? Is good? Sound is good? Sounds good. Fantastic. I'm in a really bad area for signal, but we'll see how it goes. So this is a 2010 BMW F10. Oh, fantastic. So it's an F10 2010, the 520 diesel. And I was called to this garage to have a look at it because I've been told there is no crank. No starter. I've just been asked to come and have a look. They said to me, car is not starting. When I got here, was much more than not starting only. So the car doesn't start. There's no ignition at all. So I'm not gonna be able to show you now. As you can see, let me put the camera here. As you can see from the thumbnail, the car is a little bit into a mess at the moment. But I found the problem, kind of. But I'm gonna look like Keith from New Level Auto now, doing this stuff. I'm not gonna show you the repair here, guys. I'm just gonna show you what the problem is. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one then fixing the car or not, because this is gonna be a hell of a job to complete. I don't know how much the guy wants to spend. I believe the entire dash is gonna have to come off. I will explain you in a minute why. So when I got here, what the car was doing was the following. So the only thing that was on the screen, so the remote didn't work, nothing works around the car, okay? And basically, with the key, this is this key, so you don't need to, you'll try to help me. Well, you can come around to remove the dashboard with me, that would be fantastic. So basically, I would press the button to turn the ignition on, and the only thing that would happen would be the parking brake light would come on, and the gearbox position, the P, would come on. With the ignition, how I know the ignition was on, because I could engage and release the parking brake. If I would press again, I could hear a small click underneath there, and straight away I couldn't release the parking brake anymore, which means the ignition was off. But when the ignition was on, nothing else would come on the dash. Only these two lights there. Nothing in the center console. Nothing would work. These interior lights, they don't work. Nothing works. The boot release doesn't work. Windows don't work. Nothing works on the car. I could, however, when I turned the ignition on, supposedly, I could hear at the front of the car, kind of, those clicks from the throttles and stuff like that. You could hear all that whinnying and clicks and stuff. So I knew something was happening. Now, I've been told, let me show you this. I don't want to, let me show you something here. Okay, so when I got here, I've seen, this was at the front of the seat, but I've seen, and that this has been changed on the car, one of the handles. I'm not sure, I believe was the driver's side. And you can see in there, focus. Come on. You're gonna focus now. Oh, come on. Let me see if I can touch the phones up so we focus. Yeah, oh, there we go. You can see it's all burned in there, yeah? Okay, everything is burned there. So this handle was gone. They replaced the loom, they replaced everything on the door. So everything has been changed. And then, oh, 62 people watching, that's fantastic. So when I came up front, when I came here, let me place the phone now, you guys can see, and I'll show you in a minute exactly what the problem is. So when I came up here to check fuses and all the good stuff, I know, but I believe it's going to be much more than that, guys. I know exactly what you say about the comfort module, but I think it's going to be more than that, and I will show you. And that's why on the title I say never use overrated fuses. Okay, there is a reason for that. What a mess here again. Yes, I removed all these, guys, so all these was in place. So I could see someone was here already because it was screws missing and stuff, but I took everything out. And when I pulled the fuse box, so this fuse box, when I started to pull it out, I saw, where is it? It's down here on the floor. I was not planning to do this live. I saw this hanging at the back of the fuse box. Okay? And I think you guys are start to imagine, yes? So when I took the fuse box out, and now it's what I'm going to show you. Let me get, I think I'm going to have to get a torch to show you this correctly. Just hold a second. Okay, here I am again. Let me see what I can show you here, guys. Hello everybody, guys. I'm a little bit focused on showing you this. So when I start, basically I remove the box. When I start following the wires, can you see all this? And I start to follow it back, see if I could see up to where it was burned. But I want you to see this here. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to show you. Look at this. Can you see that? It's all the way. It's completely all the way. As more I start to follow it, to trace it, more I found like this. Look at that. You see how it is? And I follow it all the way back to here, to this corner now. Right here, where is it? Right there. Can you see right here at the corner? I follow it all the way up to here, and it seems that it just carries on. So up to here, it looks like only one wire is burned. Obviously the insulation is going to be a good job indeed, a big job indeed. It looks like the other ones is just the insulation that is kind of melted. But I do have a feeling that either this wire is some sort of power to power, something that is needed for the ignition to come on. I don't have the diagrams here with me, so I can't really tell. I'm going to take a few pictures and go home, try to figure out exactly where this wire goes. My thing is, I believe that this, at some point throughout the loom, is actually burned the other wires and is creating a short somewhere. Okay? Not necessarily a short between voltage and ground or whatever, but between, for example, CAN wires. If I have a CAN issue. Interesting that although I do measure new iron loom, yes, most likely, but to change the iron loom, it would be an absolutely mess. Oops, what's going on here? It would be an absolutely mess because this wire loom is one piece only that goes to under the car. It goes through there into there. But why is burned? Okay, this is my guess. And because the fuse that was going onto the wire that was burned was missing. Was no fuse in there. I thought that's strange. what was I saying? Oh yeah, the fuse was missing. So when I put a fuse in there, I've seen there was no load at all on the fuse, which is normal. Obviously, it depends where the fuse was going. But the only thing I can guess is that this wire. I'm gonna have to check the diagrams, guys. But I bet with you that this wire is going, or was going, or is going into that driver's door. It goes into that driver's door for the comfort access for that handle, and I bet with you the original fuse burned, and someone just put a higher fuse, thinking, you know, rather than trace the problem, just use a higher rated fuse, and obviously the fuse kept the voltage on the wire, but you can guess what happened. It just burned the entire wire. Obviously it didn't burn the fuse, it burned the wire. And to burn a wire like this, it was not a thick wire, but to burn a wire like this, he had to either keep the fuse there for quite a long time, or must have used a really high rated fuse in comparison with the original fuse. So that's why I was saying most likely all the dash is gonna have to come out, because following that is gonna be a little bit of a tricky. So far it looks like only, yeah, there's nothing to measure on these wires. Might have been. There's nothing to measure. The problem is here. Is look. There's nothing. It's not. It's quite self-explanatory. Look at that. It's nothing I'm gonna be able to do now. Because the problem is, if these wires somewhere burn through the insulation of the other wires and short the wires, if you have a CAN network short or anything else that would be necessary for the ignition on, obviously the car is just what it is. And the problem is, it can be from anywhere from here all the way to the other side. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to take this dash out, and it's gonna be a massive job. And if it's only one wire that's damaged, obviously one is damaged, because where's the plug? Because it's not even here anymore, which is this one here. Where is it? As you can see there, right there, after my thumb. So that is the one that was completely burnt. But this one goes in junction with this, so it's the same wire, yeah. So this is the one, and this is the wire that was really burned. So if I can separate every single wire and just replace the one that is completely burnt, and then isolate the other ones, or even replace the other ones, because some of them really, they are that burned. You can see the wire is completely burning, and it needs to be replaced as well. But at least if I can isolate that would be great. See guys, this is what I'm saying here. You see that, this twisted pair? I don't think it's a CAN wire, the one that is actually burned, but look at these ones. You see this twisted, it might be a CAN line, and look, this one is not really burned through, but the problem is, I don't know if there is one somewhere that it is. So anyway, I said it many times already, so this is the problem, and it's going to be a big job, a massive job. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that here, because obviously today is actually a quite nice blue sky, but we don't know what's gonna happen. I can't start to dismantle the car like this, so but just thought to share that with you guys. So this was my problem. So for now, I think I'm gonna put my tools away, because I can't start to dismantle everything. I guess I could dismantle a little bit more and try to get to the back of. I might work a little bit more actually, guys. I don't know if I should just carry on the live or just finish the live here while I take things into bits. I think will be up to you guys really. I can easily stop recording, because the live is done. That's why when Autodate, I don't even know if Autodate is gonna have these diagrams. I think I'm gonna actually BMW software, because that will have the diagrams for sure. But to be honest with you, I don't even think I need diagrams for this. Is right here in front of me. There's nothing really to trace. I could just trace to see where the wire goes, just curiosity, but it needs to be repaired independently of where the wire goes or not. So I think am I gonna terminate this live, guys? And I'm really pleased that you guys, 74 people watching. That's amazing. Thank you so much. There's no point to take you through taking the dashboard out and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna try to take. Yeah, someone should open the lesson, learn a lesson. Yes. So. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, guys, and I think that's it for this live. Really. Let me see if I get. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna start to dismantle this dash. I'm not gonna finish it today, no chance. And I think what I'll do is, if I ended up recording this, I might just do a quick video to follow up from this, and that's it, really. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so that's it, guys. What else to say? Never use overrated fuses. And I know, sorry about that. And I know, yes, indeed. That's what I think it is. It's quite, you know what I mean? When I've seen the handle there, completely burned, and then later on when I found that wire, completely burned through the loom. Come on, that wire obviously got really hot. The only way to get that wire that hot was because there was a short at the other end, which I believe was on the handle, and someone just put a higher overrated fuse. I don't know what's the original fuse in there, but I bet with you it's going to be probably about 5 or 10 amps. Someone just put probably 20 or 30 amps in there, and it just burned the entire wire. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So I think that's it, really. So yeah, if I ended up repairing this, I might just do a quick video showing you the car running, and I think that's it, guys. Never use overrated fuses. Only, as I was saying, I've used it once only to diagnose. I've done it on a Mercedes where I've used the overrated fuse just to keep voltage on the loom, and that was just for a few seconds just to try something. So if you want to use an overrated fuse for diagnose purpose, yes, only use it for a few seconds. Depends what you're doing. Just be very careful, guys. And that's it. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check my new forum. Okay, the link is on my, well, there is a video ready. There is on top of the YouTube thing. Don't forget my Patreon, guys. Go there. I would really appreciate if someone could go there. There's really nice videos up front already. Did you see the fuse? No, I didn't. The fuse was missing. If you watch this from the beginning, I actually say that there was no fuse in that place already. So that's what happened. Right. Yes, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's some information here that you guys might enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, any comments below or on the forum, more for the forum now. And like always, guys, thanks so much for watching.